This is the story of the Purgator Animarum. No one knew his name. Most would not have wanted to. Even when they glimpsed him, the light in him was too fierce, too strange, too alive. Some shrieked, twisted themselves back into shadows, sprinting from the truth before it could touch them. Others hesitated, thinking they could grasp him, only to find that grasping was impossible. He belonged neither to their darkness nor to their light. He was both and neither, and something entirely beyond their understanding. He walked the pathways between worlds as though they were streets in a familiar city, though the city shifted with every heartbeat. His steps were quiet, yet every footfall seemed to resonate with the pulse of life itself. Those who wandered near might hear it, sometimes faint, sometimes sharp, like a blade being honed against a whetstone. The sound was not threat. It was a reminder. Karma moves, and it loves mercy. He had made a decree long ago to speak only honesty, to let judgment fall away, to release hate, envy, deceit, and all the shadows born of ignorance. Ignorance, he knew, was the true cage. Knowledge was freedom. And love, the pure, unshakable love that flowed through him, was the only truth. When the ignorant reached into the thorns of life, attempting to strangle, wound, or manipulate, he saw it. He felt the hands, the intent, the shadow, and yet also the flicker of light that might still be saved. Free will was a gift, and he honored it, even while he warned, even while the weight of watching, intervening, teaching, and purifying pressed down on him like the eye of a storm. He did not see people in the ordinary sense. They were forces, expressions of a singular intelligence, each playing their part in the unfolding tide. And he was always on time, always precise. The awakening came, if it came, as naturally as the tide swallowing a sand castle, leaving only the lesson in the sand. Some would not learn, and some would awaken too late. But those who did were touched, and those who witnessed them were changed. And in the midst of it all, he carried a ferocity that was not rage, not anger, not vengeance. It was the intensity of love, blazing like a tornado of lightning, awe-inducing and terrifying. People felt it before they saw it, quaking not from fear of God, but from the terror of their own ignorance meeting divine compassion. And so he moved among them, unseen yet present, tracing the patterns of their lives as one might trace the veins of a leaf. He knew that karma loves mercy, that justice loves truth, and that hate always is born of ignorance. Fear, he knew, was illusion, and love, the pure, radiant truth, was the ground of all being. The ego thrived only on separation and control, and those who reached into the thorns to wrap them around the necks of the innocent had lost sight of love entirely. They had chosen separation, shutting themselves off from the world, erecting fences, building walls of judgment, declaring that love was not for them, that the world must exclude them. But in truth, these walls bound only themselves. The cords of their own fear, their own misunderstanding, tightened around their hearts, leaving them isolated in the very cages they imagined would protect them. They believed that in binding others, they could secure their freedom, yet freedom is never claimed in fear. It lives only in the opening of the heart, the surrender to love, the recognition that all is one, all is contained within the infinite embrace of life. He had been saying it for months, for years, perhaps centuries. The time of illusions is drawing to a close. The destructive acts that once spilled out into the world now recoiled back to their cinder faster than ever before. The old patterns could no longer persist. He knew it in his own being. He saw it in the signs around him. And when he found it written in a book, nearly 100 years old, it mirrored precisely what he had known all along. The time truly is coming to a close. Free will is a gift, the choice that each soul must make. Those capable of learning, capable of standing in the full light of love, must do so. Some will call this cruelty, not understanding that mercy itself can appear severe when infinity brushes against human limitation. Many cling to their illusions as if they were old blankets, comforting, familiar, yet these lies, far from shielding them, are knives that turn upon their own hands. And this is why he moves as he does, why he is here, to warn, to guide, to correct the discord that blinds and injures, to remind that karma loves mercy, that justice loves truth. He does not act from anger, nor from desire, nor from pride. He acts because he was made with a purpose, and that purpose is not hidden. You need not plead for it. You need not summon it. He is sent, and he is here, with love in his hand and light in his heart. Do you know his name? Some never will. Others never want to. But for those who open themselves, who recognize the quiet mercy moving through the world, the answer whispers gently into the heart. Mercy, please. Except you don't have to beg for it.